So I wanted to make a video and I'm like, well, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, is it too early to drink beer? Yeah, it is. Hi everyone, it's Pocket, and this is not a beer and BJDs. However, this is me stepping into a turd of chat on Conversation Street. BJD Conversation Street to be more exact. And today I just wanted to talk about a few things that have been on my mind, and I thought, why the hell not just sit down and make a video and contemplate the possibility of drinking beer at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If any of you have been following me on Flickr or have been following my YouTube for a while, you might remember this girl or recognise her. This is Andromeda, she's my People65 Chloe, and the thing that has been bothering me with her now for a little while is that I haven't done much with her. To be fair, I've been, in my free time, I've been really dedicating my dolly time to crafting and making stuff, which I will talk about a little later on. So I feel like, not everyone in the collection right now has got equal amounts of attention, but with her, it's been a real long time since I've really done anything with her, and I feel really bad about it. But I think I found a way to solve that, and it involves my other head, well, my one floating head that I still have, which is the People16 Nuri 2008 head. But before I get into that, I want to tell you a bit more about her, actually more specifically about how I got her, because I feel like that will be a good place to start. So Andromeda is currently my oldest doll, well, the doll that has, I should correct myself there, the doll that has been with me the longest up till now. And when I got her, I actually found her on the marketplace and I thought her price was really good. And I was very surprised to find that the seller was located in Germany, which is where I live. And actually from a town, or not a town, it's a city, that is not too far away. I mean, it's a bit further off, but it's like, you can cover the distance easily in 2 hours with a car. So at that time, I decided I was going to meet the seller and actually get her in person, and that's exactly what we did. And the seller was super kind, awesome, it was rather magical, and since then she has definitely been something special. And to me she's also the main character of the story that I have with my dolls, and for that reason it just makes me a little bit sad to know that I haven't done much with her lately. But on the other hand, I mustn't feel too bad about it because gosh, things have been busy. I've completed my thesis for university and now I'm on to studying for my final exams, and things have just been really busy and doll time has been scarce, and I've been really using my doll time most effectively, and that just means that not everyone gets equal attention. But I think there's no reason to really feel bad about that, since I'm prioritising my time according to the hobbies that I have and of course my obligations. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job, so it's only natural to focus on one doll at a time. Obviously invest more time into those that are less complete than others. But I'm happy to have her in my hand today and to play around with her a little bit. It's weird sometimes when I do a face-up and I'm really happy with it, but then I feel like when I look at it I'm not really inspired by it. I kind of take that as a sign. Sorry, I'm kind of stumbling over my words. I take that as a sign that I have to redo the face-up or have to rethink it or invest the time and do it again or something like that. I had that with Ruel, I had that with Pouch, who is my mini Xian, who you've seen recently, and I'm getting that same feeling with this face-up, which is a bummer because I actually really like this face-up. I think she looks really cute and she looks so pretty with these green dolce eyes and everything just goes together really well. So I don't necessarily want to redo it, it's just something about the eyebrows that I'm not quite happy with. I thought that I wanted to make her look more stern with this face-up, and I don't think that comes across so well. But everything else I'm just tremendously happy with, so I'm gonna give that a bit of time, maybe take pictures of her. Because I had the same thing with Ruel's second face-up, which is my doll, she's Saint by the way. His second face-up, I was like, it turned out so beautifully, and it just looks so good as a face-up. And then I went through this phase where I was not happy with the second face-up I gave him, and I wanted to redo it, and everyone was like, no, keep the face-up, it's such a gorgeous face-up. And now I'm like, I'm glad I didn't redo it again, because I thought it just would have been a waste of time. Not necessarily a waste of time, but it would have been redundant, and I'm actually really happy that he looks the way he is now. I mean, when you do your own dolls as face-ups, you can always invest the time to do it again, but if you've just done it afresh, then why bother, you know? I mean, Anyway, so what this has to do with my floating head, my remaining floating head. At first I thought I was going to shelve Lun's character and bring her back in a different form. Make her a modern character, maybe on a different Feeple 60 body, maybe the Fairyline body, something like that. But now I'm kind of off that idea, especially because the head, the Nonuri 2008, as much as I love that head, I think it's really unique, and I've done a lot with it, so there's no regrets, but I feel like because it's so old and stuff, I think I just need to move it on to someone who maybe has older Feeple 60 bodies, or is a collector of old event heads or something. I feel like every video I've made so far this year has been about selling dolls. Well, technically this is not a full doll, this is just a floating head, so this is just kind of a little mention on the side. Yeah, but what does that have to do with Andromeda? Now, I still had like the craving for a modern character because I have all these modern clothes, stuff that fits her actually, and I thought of maybe using Andromeda as a character that can go both ways. So because she's got 3 faceplates, she's got a sleeping face, an open eye human faceplate, and an elven faceplate. And since the elven faceplate kind of goes with this look and with the red hair, and she still has that gorgeous pink hair, I thought of maybe just making her a dual personality doll, a doll that can have the medieval fantasy persona but also go into the modern persona. And the human faceplate is perfect for that. Plus, it will keep me from buying dolls that don't belong to the medieval setting, because I already have one doll that is in the modern setting. I probably won't want to get other dolls for that, because she's just a split personality, that's just the way she goes. I just don't want to be limited to one field, and that's why having a doll that can go both ways is a really efficient and also clever way of handling that craving, that modern day craving. Anywho, another thing I wanted to mention is that for a long time now I've been quite active on Pinterest, and I don't know if any of you have Pinterests, but I thought maybe we could share down below if you do, because I'd be really interested in following some of you guys on Pinterest. For my part, I started out on Pinterest and I wanted to make it like a dolly Pinterest, basically pins that the doll characters would each save, which I still think is a pretty nice idea, but it was just too cognitive for me to put myself into the mind of each character and look for stuff. And I thought, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to see what I like and collect ideas, and that's basically, I also think what Pinterest is mainly for, is for you to really collect ideas and gain inspiration. If you guys let me know your Pinterest accounts, I will definitely check those out. I'm always interested in seeing what you guys are also interested in other than BJDs. I think Pinterest is quite a nice window into that, I must say. Without wanting this video to get too chatty, I have one more thing I wanted to tell you guys, and that is a little bit about the next videos I'm going to try and get out as soon as possible. But first, have a look at Pouch! Oh, isn't she cute? I finally completed Pouch as a doll, and I could not be happier. She is absolutely phenomenal. I made her hat, I made her coat, her surcoat, and some other things, and I really wanted to dedicate an entire video to her. So I just wanted to give you all a small heads up on the upcoming videos that I plan to make. So one of them is going to be about Pouch's accessories and how I made them, and how I went about drafting patterns and just where I got my ideas and stuff. I'm going to try and keep it rather brief and to the point, but I feel, because it's not meant to be like a step-by-step follow me tutorial kind of video. So me talking about what went well and what didn't go so well, or what didn't go as planned and where I had to make alterations. The main idea behind a project recap video for me is just learning about someone else's thought process and working process, and maybe just getting inspiration from that, and maybe learning something in the process too. Right, so before I get even more rambly, I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's not a beer and BJDs, but you can still grab a beverage if you like. Just lay off the strong alcohol, that might be better. Green tea is also pretty good. Yeah, but other than that, I hope you have a lovely dolly day, and I'll see you guys soon.